For this segment, we want to make sure our gradients are nice and low on our reformers. So watch me set it up. Just going to set it up there. This is the incline we'll use throughout the session. I'd like you guys to do the same thing. Okay, we're going to do an arms workout now. We're going to work the biceps and triceps on our reformer from a kneeling position using our hard cables. I want you guys to watch. Now the way I like to do this one is I like to have my feet hanging over the end, because when you sit back on it, it's a lot more comfortable than if you're halfway up the carriage. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to lean back. I'm going to work those bicep curls. Now you can see that my elbows are stationary. They're pointing, they're in front of me, and they're not moving, just like that. To switch it up to tricep extensions, I'm simply going to lean forward, change my angle, keep those elbows tucked in. I'm going to work from here, just like that. This is an easy transition, so I can then transition straight back into my bicep curls without wasting any time. I'm going to get you guys to try it now. Okay, let's start with those bicep curls. Leaning back, neutral spine, so you want to keep your back nice and straight for this one. Good, keep those elbows by your side, perfect form. Well done, Josh, just like that. We can up the beat a little bit. Let's add about 10% more juice to that. Perfect, just like that. "15 seconds to go. Keep that form, keep those elbows tucked in by your sides. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lean forward. Switch your hand position. We're going to go straight into those triceps. Make sure those elbows are nice and tight. Keep them by your side. Good. Just like that. Full range of movement. So from here, we're pushing right back and coming right back in. Right there. Go. There you go. Keep them tight. Keep them by your sides. 15 seconds to go on this one. Your palms are facing back the whole time, so palm position doesn't move. Keep working. 5 seconds to go, and we're just going to lean straight back. Lean back now, and hit those bicep curls one more time. Go. Good form, you guys. So you guys make sure you're keeping your back straight on this one. You're going to have the tendency to slouch a little as you get tired, but we won't do that. We're going to keep it in place. We're going to keep working. Excellent form, nice and tight. 15 seconds to go. It's harder the second time round. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and change back into your triceps one last time. Ready and go. Keep that form, keep leaning forward. Now if you feel like you're losing form, the best place to look is right ahead of you. There you go. 20 seconds to go, keep pushing, guys. Don't allow for any movement in the elbows. Keep them nice and tight. 10 seconds only. One last rep. Hold it nice and tight, and you're done. For this exercise, we're going to use our reformer, and we're going to get back into our kneeling position. We're going to work our T-rows. I'm going to show you how you do it. So from here, it's like a row, except it's nice and high. My elbows are at shoulder height, and I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together for this one. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna combine it with a stiff pull down, just like that. So I'm using inside of my triceps and pulling straight through for this one. You can see my back's remaining straight. I'm still squeezing my shoulder blades together, and it gives me a good opportunity to transition straight back into my T-rows from that position. I'm gonna get you guys to try it for yourselves. And into those T-rows, guys, go. So you're leaning back slightly with this one. Perfect, good. Neutral spine, and I want you to squeeze those shoulder blades together. Keep your elbow at the same height as your shoulders. Good, make sure the wrists don't bend. You want to try and keep everything nice and straight. Good, now I'm going to show you guys the difference. The technique is harder if you're right at the back of your carriage the way David is, but the footing is a lot easier. It's a lot easier on your ankles. If your ankles are okay, but you're struggling with the movement, you can do what Sarah's doing. You can work your way up your reformer, which makes the technique a little bit easier, but it is a little bit tougher on your ankles. Ready? And change to your stiff pull down, go. Good, you want to make sure, control the way back and straight out. Use your chest, bring your chest right out as you do it. See if you can lean back a little for this one. Perfect. Good, so you want to make sure you're not slouching. You want to make sure you're driving through. We've got 20 seconds to go. Or in fact, we've only got 5 seconds to go. Nice and easy for you guys. And switch back to your T-rows, go. Keep those elbows up, perfect. Good form, you guys. Nice wrist positioning. So you're thinking shoulder blades or you're thinking chest. They both do the same thing. So whether you're pulling your chest out or you're squeezing your shoulder blades together, they both do the same thing. It's going to result in correct form. We've still got 20 seconds to go on this one, guys. Keep pushing. Keep those elbows nice and high. That's it. Fight through it, fight through it. And change to those stiff pull downs, go. Good, nice, steady movement. Perfect, and if I can draw your attention to Sarah, you can see she's driving right through past her body, which is what you want to do. Perfect technique. Let's use that chest a little bit more if we can. Good. 20 seconds to go. Now let's not slow down, we've got 10 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, for this next exercise, guys, we're going to use our reformer to work our biceps. We're going to work our traps as well. I'm going to show you how. So I'm going to sit right at the tip of my carriage. I'm going to work my way down, put my feet into tabletop just like that. From here, I'm going to work through and work my bicep curls just like that. You can see my elbows are by my side and it's only elbow to the wrist that's creating movement. Everything else is nice and stationary, okay? What we'll do for the second exercise to complement it, arms palm to palm just like that. I'm going to start to work some shrugs, just working some circles just like that. I'm going to repeat after 45 seconds. Your turn to try it now. Okay, let's start with those bicep curls. Very good. Keep that form. So you guys can see, Marilyn's got her elbows pressed up against the board. If it fits, if your elbows fit on your carriage, it's okay to press it up against it and use it as a preacher. If not, you can do what Josh is doing. He's got them tight by his sides, just like that. Work through, make sure you don't bend your wrists. You want to try and keep your wrists nice and straight through the movement. Feet are in tabletop position, which means you're engaging your abs as well. Perfect. Keep working through. Make sure you keep those elbows locked in place. We've got 5 seconds to go. And change over. So let's go palm to palm, arms by your side, and let's work your shrugs from there. Just working some nice circles. Now you want to try and make sure you keep your elbows soft straight the whole time. When we're using this exercise, you just want to make sure the movement comes from here. There's nothing out here. We're keeping that nice and still. Good, nice, steady circles. So what you're trying to do with your shoulders is you're trying to touch your ears with it and work all the way around. Create the biggest circle you can make. We've got 15 seconds to go on this one. And use your elbows. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and I want you guys to change back to your bicep curls now. Go. Good, nice steady technique. And the most important thing is to keep your form in regards to your elbows. So as you start to tire, you might want to pull up, but that's the incorrect form. So you want to keep it by your sides the whole time. Take advantage of the full range. Stretch all the way and flex, perfect. 10 seconds to go before we change to our shrugs one more time. 3, 2, 1, palm to palm with those arms, and let's work those shrugs. Go. You want to make sure you're keeping your feet in tabletop, so if they start to drop, just align it and keep going. We've got 25 seconds to go. I'm just going to help you with the elbows. Go. There you go. Perfect, just like that. Ten seconds to go. 2, 1, and rest. Okay, for this exercise, we're going to use our traps and shoulders. We're going to use our reformer to exercise. So I'm going to sit back right at the tip of the reformer, facing my tower, and I'm going to drop back, lying down in that decline position. I'm going to go straight into my upright rows. Now when I'm working my upright rows, I'm leading with my elbows, just like that, okay? And then I'm going to change over to my front delt raise. So from here, lifting straight up, just like that, okay? This is the same exercise if you were using dumbbells or if you were using kettlebells. What I'm going to make sure I do here is I'm going to keep those wrists nice and straight. Your turn to try it. Okay, working your upright rows, go guys. Good. Now you want to try and keep your wrist as close to your body as you can. Right there, perfect. Good. So as you start to get tired, you're going to start to bend the wrist. I'm going to make sure you don't do that. You want to keep leading with the elbow, and you want to try and keep your wrist as close to your chest as you can. Good, perfect. Just like that. Make sure the wrists don't bend. Five seconds to go, and we're going to switch over to our front delt raise. And change now. So you want to keep your arms soft, straight. Good. Now what I like to do is I like to stabilize by finishing here, okay? By your side, so it's like an acute triangle, right there, perfect. Good, if you're wider framed and you want to finish up a little bit wider the way David's doing, that's okay as well. Keep it in front of you. 10 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to your upright rows. Make sure you're leading with those elbows. So if you like to imagine that there's some weights on your elbows and you're pushing those weights off, okay? That's how you want to do it. Keep pushing through. You're doing a good job. 15 seconds to go. Keep that pace. Keep leading with the elbow. Don't lead with the hand. 5 seconds to go. And one last change to your front delt raise. Go. Good form, keep fighting through it. Keep it nice and steady. Make sure those elbows don't bend. There you go. Perfect. Keep that form the whole way. We've got 25 seconds left. Keep a steady ship. 10 seconds to go. Fight through the last few. I know it's getting difficult now. Last one. And you can rest from there. We're going to use our reformer now to work our chest. I'm going to show you guys how. So I'm going to grab my hard cables and I'm going to sit in my press position. So from here, I'm going to work my chest press first. So from here, pushing right out, keeping those elbows up, and you can see they're nice and square against my shoulders, just like that. Same level. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to work my flies. These are the same flies you would do on cable crossovers. They're going to come straight in front of me, and I'm going to keep that 90-degree angle, just like that. I'm going to get you guys to try this one for yourselves now. All right, guys, let's start with those chest presses. Go. So I'm just going to make a small modification here. So as you're pressing, Josh, I'm going to get you to press straight in, touch, stabilize here, and keep working. Let's go. So we want to make sure it's 90 degrees the whole way. We're driving straight through and coming straight back, creating that 90-degree angle again. Good form, good work, guys. Let's keep it going. We've got 15 seconds to go. To keep those elbows up, you want to make sure your elbows and your shoulders are at the same height as you're pushing through. We're going to switch it up to our flies now, guys. Go. Good, easy transition. We're going to keep those flies going. Your arms are soft straight. Perfect, and we want to try and keep those arms horizontal. Good job, keep pushing through. We've got 15 seconds to go before we switch back to those chest presses. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, chest press, go. Good, now you want to make sure as you're pulling back, don't overdo it. Stop here where you're nice and square at a T. So I'm going to get you to stop right there and go. Perfect, stop right here. Not too much pressure on the rotator cuff, okay? Keep pushing them through. We're doing a good job. "15 seconds to go. Good, nice square technique there, Josh, well done. 3, 2, 1, and switch to your flies, go. Now on the way back, Sarah, let's see if we can keep those arms a little bit higher. Perfect, stop right there and hit it. We've got around 20 seconds to go. Keep pushing. Last 10 seconds. Keep those arms straight. Nice, soft, straight. I know it's really burning up now. Good. Work them through. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest.